The next song is called The Cursed Jewel. There existed a 30-carat diamond named Rian Michelle, Queen of Death Michelle. This jewel always cursed its owner by evoking human greed. It had passed through countless owners and being stolen countless times.
所有者を変え渡り歩いた奇跡特典は予約済みの奇跡トラントゥカラプト霊のミッション過ぎ去りし日の夢の中幻覚なるという歌詞塚ざをという死神さえも腕の中彼女こそがあなたのものはクリーム檻の外へは逃がさない狡猾な日影と踊った気合いくつもの首を
There's several vocalists in here, by the way. Riki, Remy, Ayaka, Natu, Kaori, Yuki, Inu, Azumi. There's tons of vocalists. Okay.
娘窓辺に佇む双子の人形
Interesting, man. This is like my first time actually listening to a Japanese story. Oh well, we have ITDD, but it's not like this. Like it's not metal. This is not rock. This is interesting. The next track is called The Leash Made of Stardust. The Leash Made of Stardust. Etoile, whose name means star in French, is a blind little girl. One day her father brought home a black dog named Plute. It's raining in French. Who would be her lifetime friend? It's a kind of guide dog to blind people. They lived together happily as a real family till one day, Plute became so old, weak, and couldn't even move. Etoile cried so much because she knew it was dying. But from Plute's frozen cold body, she could feel warmth. She recognized that the dog was pregnant and would soon give birth to many more puppies.
小さな姉と大きな妹、二人と一匹、家族となった特別な朝。
ああ、私は星を知らない。遠すぎる光は届かない。 わずかな視力でさえもいずれ失うと告げられている Excuse one moment slow 16% absolute majumia It you day 息を出して
This is really good production. This was made in 2006.
別々に育ったものが分かり合うのは難しい。
They got the sax.
ましてや人と犬の間であればなおさらのことである。それからも2人は何をするにもいつも一緒だった。まるで空白の時を埋めようとするかのように。姉は海外しく妹の世話を焼き、妹は姉を助けよく従った。父の不自由な腕の代わりになろうと何事も懸命。それは雨水が大地に染み込むようにしなやかに、寝雪の下で春を待つように、小さな花を咲かせるように。
There's the doggy. a lot of changes in the instruments. It's very interesting.
輝く夢の中こぼれて砂が巻き戻る夢をあなたのためにやってきたのか最後に分かってよかった忘れないよ君と歩いた暗闇にきらめく世界をいつだって汗は星屑の輝きの中にあることを
Interesting, man.
祈りの
A
星
lot
が
of changes in the instruments. The production is really good, man.
静かに
I love that everything is like a story. It's kind of reminds me of Mechana a little bit.
降り注ぐ朝
Up next
冷たく
is
なった彼女の腹から
the Scarlet Windmill, and he put it as the Red Mill. Which is basically the same thing. A couple was escaping from their home, ravaged by war. Quickly persuaded, they ran into the forest. The persuaders were able to catch up to them and take the girl. The boy ran away with her, ran away without her. Her frightened eyes burn into his memory. The boy, regretting his actions, promises to stay by her side to the end if they were to be reborn. While it's never stated who the boy is, it is implied that he is a younger Lordson, the man who will come and kill the red-haired Lauren.
花を咲かせて踊る踊るムーアンルージュ綺麗な花を散らせて
I feel like I would need to watch this live. That way I can get like a visual picture of everything that's going on. Because I'm trying to picture this in my head what's going on, and it's very hard with the Japanese lyrics.
小さな手のひらに乗せたガラス細工その宝石を幸せと歌うならその夜の番号は時代にどんな爪痕を残し彼らにはどんな傷跡を残したのか運命に翻弄される弱者の立場に投げた
Japanese people love violin, by the way.
力を欲するだろう
In case you didn't know that
それ
much.
は強大な
They
力
love the
から身を
classical
守る
music.
ための盾か
They're big fans of it.
より強大な力でそれをもたい投げる剣か
And opera. They love opera and classical music. Majority of them, especially up north. The older Japanese folks love classical.
何が襲ったのかよくわからなかったけどただ一つここにいては危ないとわかった僕は一番大切な
It's a different singer on every single song. It almost seems that way at least. Yeah, there's 9 different singers. I think it's a different singer on every single song, which is very unique. I like that. Mom, you would love Unlucky Morpheus.
星屑をたどるように森へ至る闇に潜んだままでわけも
It's just so well put together. The composition is just so well put together.
二人発動が溢れ出すことをされて強く抱き合っていた上に君の体が宙に浮かんだ脅かするような目が逃げ出した僕の背中に焼き付いた
苦しい時を経て少年の時は流転する
Oh, that's beautiful. She's going with the violin on her voice.
焼けつく時を送って踊るムーランルージュ凍える時を迎えてもし生まれ変わったら小さな花を咲かせようごめんね次は逃げずに君のそばで共に一度ムーランルー
Interesting. Up next is the angel statue. Augusta Laurent is a famous artisan, and his last creation was an angel sculpture. He took inspiration from his deceased wife, who had died when giving birth to their child. Augusta couldn't overcome such great loss. That's why he sent his child into an orphanage and sworn that they would never meet again. But in the end, he couldn't take it, and he often secretly entered the orphanage just to be able to hear the innocent laughter of the children.
後のように神の手を持つ者と称される彫刻家オーギュスト・ローラン戦乱の最中に失われ平和とともに姿を現したとされる未だ神秘のベールに包まれた彫像彼の希代の傑作は暗樹に秘められし知られざるロマン
物言わぬ冷たい死に
That's a guy.
命を灯せるなどと俗人たちが歌うの
Yeah, it is. It's very sad.
おごりに過ぎるあるものをただあるように両の手で受け止めてぬくもりに口づけるように思いをかたどるだけ空を抱いて回り続ける丘の上当たり 彼はただ一人で描いた我が子の顔も知らずに
This is okay. It's just not my style, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I need to listen to a little bit more of this band. But right now, I'm not really enjoying this. I feel like I need a visual picture to understand the stories.
子供たちの笑い声
I guess he's talking about going to the orphanage to hear the children's laughter, to see his son. But his son has no clue who he is. It's very sad.
その石はとても壊れやすいその手を離してはならないたとえ何が遅うとも彼は日々一人で描いた我が子の顔も知らずに必要なのは厳しいノルベではない幻想も紡ぐパーフェクションああ光をああもっと光をエスピラシオン救いの
It's just
光を
I feel like I need a visual picture to understand these stories because I'm not really enjoying this because I can't understand what they're saying. And I'm trying to read the lyrics and everything as I'm listening, but it's very hard for me to paint a visual picture when I don't have a visual picture. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed about it. It's a great production, it's great sound, it's just I just wish I could understand these stories a little bit better, you know what I mean? It's very Disney oriented.
その輝きを憎んでしまった愚かな男の最後の悪あがき想像の翼は広がりやがて彫像の背に翼を広げたもう思い残すことはないやっと笑ってくれたね
This guy's got a great voice. He sounds pretty old too. He sounds maybe in his 60s. Or at the time he was in his 60s. Probably rest in peace now. Mid-50s maybe. Or early 50s. Very sad song. Up next is Things of Beauty. A girl was singing about her deceased little brother. According to her singing, the meaning of being born is to come to this world to search for beauty, and the meaning of death is also to depart to another world to search for beauty. The beauty she was singing about is the peaceful sceneries of her village and the colors of each season that passed by. Her pure singing voice and her bright harmonica sound would forever continue her little brother's song. Her deceased little brother's name was Laurent. harmonica. They use a lot of instruments in this. It's very talented band.
風が運んだ淡い花びら春の追走綺麗なね歌うモニカ鳥のさえずり針は進んだ青をつないで流れる雲夏の追走綺麗なね歌うモニカセミのしぐれ
That's what death's about, though. I feel like when you die, you finally get to see the people you love and see the places that you saw when you were alive that were so beautiful. That's how I've always felt it was about. I'll get to see my grandmother, my grandfathers, all my loved ones I lost in the past.
君が抱きしめた短い生存痛みの雨に打たれながら心配ないよ笑っていった君のビザージュ
But no one knows. No one knows what it's like. Once you die, you don't come back. This seems like it would be a live band that I would have to listen to.
美しきもの集めるために人は過ぎてゆく君が駆け抜けたまばゆい生存病の炎に焼かれながらああ綺麗だね
Hey, cover time. Thanks for joining, bro. Band only has 18,013 monthly listeners, by the way. Very interesting band. I love the harmonica. Very cool. Very unique. Beautiful harp. Or now it's actually an acoustic. That's an acoustic guitar. Wow, I love that. I love that reverb. That is so cool. Oh my god. That was so angelic. I loved it. Yeah, it would. This is like a musical.
美しきもの探すように駆け抜けた果てしなき地平へ旅立つ君の願わ何より美しいと思ったよ君の大好きなこのメロディー
It makes sense that the producer produced music for Sailor Moon. I used to watch Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, Inuyasha, stuff like that. The early 90s, late 80s anime. I think the only 80s anime I know is Astro Boy. But the 90s are just like Inuyasha. That's what comes to my mind when I listen to this. It's Inuyasha. Very beautiful harmonic and an acoustic outro. Up next is The Wine of Joy and Sorrow. Lorraine de Saint Laurent is the daughter of a noble family traditionally manufacturing grape wine. However, she fell in love with a servant whose name she didn't even know. Meanwhile, her stepmother only cared about fashions and banquets and didn't care at all about the family's future. To ensure the family's future, Lorraine's father arranged a marriage between her and an even richer family. Unable to stand that, Lorraine and her servant arranged an escape that they were caught. The servant was killed right away. That's sad. Back at home, Lorraine escaped again, and on the way she found the person who killed her lover, and she killed him. Since then, she spent the rest of her life taking care of the grape trees, just like what her loved servant had done. Very sad album, man. Wow. Very sad. Currently got 9 watchers watching now. Thank you guys. God, I love this reverb on her voice. So beautiful. Yeah, Cover Time Pete, I got a YouTube channel, man, in case you're interested. I was gonna ask if you had one so I could tag you. My wife's watching right now, by the way. Wonder if she enjoys this type of music. I think she does. She likes that girly crap. Thank you, brother, for subbing. I'll sub to yours once I get done with this. Actually, I'll do it right now. Cover Time Pete? Alright. I'll sub to you right now. That was cool. Okay, this is the part where she kills the guy, or the servant dies from the guy. No problem, brother. Thanks for joining us. You gotta come next Saturday, man. We got live stream requests. You can request anything you want, and I react to it.
平線が語らざるものだ。大切なものを
For you, it's Friday though, I think. Or no, it'll be Saturday morning, right? No, Saturday. No, it'll be Friday night for you guys. But for me, it's Saturday morning.
なりふり構わぬものである。
Very interesting.
私はもう誰も生涯愛さないでしょう。おそらく愛する資格もない。
I feel like I need to listen to this band a little bit more to develop a taste. It's kind of like the first time I listened to ICDD. I didn't really enjoy it as much as I do now because I learned the whole story. And this one, I'm just kind of jumping in. I can see where they get the influence though. Oh, nice. Spanish guitar. That's beautiful. This band really does use instruments to paint their landscape. I love that about them. Very unique.
眠ってる可愛いものはねえどんな夢
And they use ambience to paint their soundscapes too. They create a picture in your head to describe where they're at in the story, which is pretty cool.
愛した人が残した手を衝動した檻の様にその味わいがもっとさらに
Make sure you guys stay for the whole album review because you already know that we rate a streamer at the end of each stream. Big time stream, like live requests and album reviews. I always rate a streamer to help people. That's why I do it. I'm a small streamer. I don't have that many followers, but one day I will. And I'll be rating people still when I have like 1,000 followers or fucking 5,000 followers. I'll still rate people because I am that type of person that wants to help people instead of flaunt my fame around like most of these creators do. And I don't fucking believe in that, man. Even if I get to 1 million subscribers, I will never change. I told this to my followers many times. I will never change.
彼の名はサバン
The next song is called
正確には
The Twilight
その呼
Sage.
び名の通称
This song is about an encounter between Chloe, a young woman troubled over deciding whether or not to give birth, and a mysterious nobleman named Savant, sage in French. Savant's real name was Christopher Jean-Jacques Saint Laurent. He gave her many hard-to-understand advices that were as mysterious as himself. Those advices are the key to solve Roman's dark side. Could it be because Twilight is the moment between light and darkness, and thus Savant is a wise man who stands in this interval and understands everything about all Roman regardless of light and dark sides? As the windmill keeps revolving, quietly weaving beautiful illusions under the flickering flame. Those fools who extended their arms, trying to seize the jewel, but then kept wandering in the interval of morning and night. Even though the stardust glitters, the wine continues to invoke people into its intoxicated dream. From the cage in which the sage escapes, the true meaning of the message is being questioned as the angel sings farewell songs. The fifth Roman will be explained by the horizon.
真理が宿る
Love that bass.
そんな容易なことにさえ自らを閉ざして気づけない時もあるのだサリューマドモアゼル先日の悩み事に対する回答は出たのかな君と別れてから今日でちょうど1週間時間にして168時間 分にして
Wow, dude, I love that bass. This might be one of my favorites.
60万4800秒と言っている間にも
Very funky.
23秒が過ぎてしまった。今日も君の話し相手になりたい。
This sounds like a mix of everything. It's rock, it's opera, it's classical, it's funky, and it's just folk. I like it. Very interesting. Every single song is different.
それはどうだ時のろ髪むる場所それは永遠だきらめくとの星屑それはサンクだ単純な数にさえ真理は宿る
No problem,
どんな
brother.
容易なことにさえ自らを閉ざして気づけないこともあるのだ君の悲しみをばらしてみようか
Yeah, this is definitely my favorite, man.
幸せの数を求めてみようか涙を拭ってさあお立ちなさい君の道はまだ続くのだから
That bass is really getting it to me. I love that bass.
Oh,
nice delay. A pan delay. That was cool. Sounds like turning pages.
炎の揺らめきの外に腕を伸ばす愚かな者たちは
Maybe he's telling about the stories, the tracks, the different
朝
tracks.
と夜の狭間をさまよい続け星屑の砂のきらめき
11 letters.
不動酒はほの甘い夢を見せ賢者が忌避する檻の中から伝言の真意を彼らに問うだろう天使が別れを告げしとる地平線は第五の物語を知る繰り返される歴
It's a very
史
interesting
は
album,
死と
man.
喪失楽園と奈落を巡り少年が去った後そこにどんなロマンを描くのだろうか傷つくことが怖いかね失うことが怖いかね信じることが怖いかねだからこそ私はそんな君の話し相手になりたい君が来た朝を後悔する
This is definitely my favorite song.
さらなる
This is beautiful.
痛みを生むべきではない君が行く夜を肯定するなら
Tristan, what's your favorite, man? What's your 3 favorites? もう心は決まったようだねならばさあ胸を張ってお行きなさい君は君の地平線を目指して Interesting. So we have reached the finale. The 11-lettered message. Moji no Degon is how it is in katakana. Sorry, kanji. There are two explanations for this song. It could be about a mother singing for her deceased son, or about a mother who is already dead after giving birth to her son. Nevertheless, the setting is the same. A cold winter morning. Hiver means winter in French. This song is the key to solve Roman's light side. What was 4? Cursed Jewel? Yeah, I love track 4 too. Wow. It's a different singer on each track, right? There's different singers on each track. I counted 9 singers, dude. There's like Ricky, yeah, Jamang, Riki, Remy, Ayaka, Naoto. Oh, there's different singers on each track. Very unique album. At first I didn't care for it, man, but it's kind of growing on me. Maybe I need to listen to it a little bit more to get to understand the story. God, her voice is beautiful. Really? Okay. Yeah, it does sound like different woman. Wow, listen to that vibrato. Wow. Oh, wow. This is a beautiful track. Oni-san means brother, by the way. I feel like they would like play this type of music at like festivals and stuff like that. This is very traditional Japanese music here. Especially northern Japan. More north where I'm at, Aomori. It's very, very traditional, very stick with the books, passed down centuries upon centuries music. This is a really beautiful track. I love how the producer threw in different samples to put you in that ambience. That's whenever I was talking to Omega, whenever we made our last track, Eden, I was like, I want to bring the listener to Eden. So we added the birds and the chirping birds and the waterfalls, and I was like, that's perfect. I want the listener to be there. Like the adds the crickets. This is crazy. He added all this in production, man. It's beautiful.
それが私のロマン
This is a really good song.
そこにロマンはあるのかしら
Now playing the credits to get you in the mood that this is the last track. Playing that's the sound of playing the credits. It's an old time film reel right there that we're listening to.
死んでゆく意味君が生きている今11文字のメッサージ幻想ロマン
Well, yeah, me and Omega were like, there's something missing, and I was like, yeah, maybe if I add birds or a waterfall. He's like, that'd be cool as shit. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna do it. The whole album is a concept album coming in 2 years, 3 years maybe, I don't know. But whenever I can get the time making it, I can't wait till it's done, man. It's gonna be my first approach at concept albums, so I'm pretty excited for it.
灯したのだろうかそして地平線を滑る銀色の光今幾度目かの朝が訪れるああそこにロマンはあるのだろうか
I'm trying to get a physical release for Astral Projection too. I'm guessing it just ends right there and then that's it. That's the whole album. It just kind of ended abruptly like that. I didn't really like that it ended abruptly. But that album grew on me. It grew on me. At first, I did not care for it, to be honest. It's just, it feels like it's something I need to listen to more than once. I feel like this album is more of a live representation of music. It's very operatic. It's very theatrical. It's very musical. And it just, at first I didn't care for it, but then it grew on me as I listened to it. And started reading the stories, started understanding the stories. Each story was a different singer, which was very unique, very, very cool. Very unique approach on the music. Alright, let's get into my review. Overall, it's good. It's a good album, it really is. It brings off the visual representation of what it's like to be in this world, to be in this story that the narrator is telling you about, and the different people in the songs are telling you about. There's different stories, and then as you progress through the album, it progresses into the main story, which was the evening and the morning, and the flame talking about Laurent, Roman himself, and the two dolls that he was buried with. It's very, very ambient. It's very theatrical. I feel like I need to get a little bit more listens to fully judge this. I can't really judge this off of one album. But I did enjoy this. It was very different from what I normally listen to. He asked me on Patreon, he's like, dude, are you okay with me requesting something that you're, normally not listening to? I was like, dude, it's your donation. You choose to do what you want with it. And this guy's been sticking with me for the past year. I took me on the full discography of ICDD and some B-sides of ICDD and Freedom Creators, and now I'm at Sound Horizon. I do like this. I feel like I need to listen to it a little bit more, but let's get into it. My pause picks. My pause picks for this album. Number 1 is definitely the one with the guy at the very end. What was it? The Twilight Sage. Dude, what a beautiful story. I love this. It was just... this is like it's right up my alley, man. This was such a great song. I love the different instruments in this song. I love the whole composition with this song. It's very, very funky and jazzy was the best I can approach with this song. Very, very interesting. Speaking of jazz, which one had the sax? I think it was the Cursed Jewel, right? The Cursed Jewel was my second favorite. Is that the one with the sax? I'm pretty sure. Let's check and make sure. I'm not sure which one had the saxophone, but it's that one. I think it was either the Invisible Arm or the Leash made of Stardust that had it, I think, or Scarlet Windmill. I can't remember which one it was. Tristan is in here, you can let me know which one had the sax. That's my second one, and of course, in the editing, you guys are going to be able to see it right down here, because my dumbass doesn't know which one it was. The third favorite was the one about the girl, the Wine of Joy and Sorrow. Was that the one with the harmonica? The Things of Beauty? No, Things of Beauty. That's my third favorite. The one with the harmonica and the Spanish guitar. That was beautiful, man. What a beautiful track that was. Actually, that's my second favorite. The third favorite is the sax. Whatever one the sax is. I can't fucking remember, man, what it was. But yeah, what's next? Album MVP. There's so many singers in this, man. I would have to listen to this again over and over again. But if I had to give the album MVP to someone, it's the last singer. I don't know who it was. I'm pretty sure it's either the last singer, it's the one with the Wine of Joy and Sorrow. Both of those singers were beautiful voices, man. I think it was Inoue Azumi is the one I'm thinking of. And the other one before that is... So we got... Maybe, is it Yuki? Yuki? Yeah. Or Kaori. Kaori or Yuki. I think it's Inoue Azumi is the last one. And then you have, I think it's Yuki. I'm going to say either Yuki or Kaori. That's the one that sang the Wine of Sorrow. The Wine of Joy and Sorrow. Very interesting vocals. I love both of them. I love the reverb, and I love the delay on it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful production. Alright. Influences. I feel that this band is very much influenced by the likes of Unlucky Morpheus, Freedom Creators, obviously, Disney, some classical artists like Mozart, and Beethoven. I feel those are the two classical artists that they're influenced the most by. There is Aiko Shimeya too, but I haven't really gotten around to listening to her too much, so I can't really give her as an influence. The genre of Roman would be considered classical. It is ambient. It is opera. It is symphonic. And finally, there's one track on here that really brought off a folkish vibe, and that's the one with the harmonic. So I'm gonna say folk. Harmonica and the Spanish guitars. Huge folk vibes. Throughout all these tracks, very folk vibe. So yeah, we got folk, symphonic, opera, classical, ambient. That is the five genres that make up Roman by Sound Horizon. The implication's simple. It's a story. It talks about the story of two brothers, where one brother was killed, and the other one stayed alive and found his light side. To all these stories were his ancestors. They were ancestors of Laurent, of Roman, that were basically tied up in some way. And in the final paragraph, it makes it up right here. As the windmill keeps revolving, quietly weaving beautiful illusions under the flickering flame, those fools who extended their arms trying to seize the jewel, but then kept wondering in the interval of morning and night. Even though the stardust glitters, the wine continues to invoke people into its intoxicated dream from the cage in which the sage escapes. The true meaning of this message is being questioned as the angel sings farewell song to the fifth Roman and will be explained by the horizon. All the stories come together at the very end, right before the final song comes together at the very end. I feel it tells a story and it brings it together. It pulled an M. Night Shyamalan or a Quentin Tarantino, if you will. It talks about the two brothers and how they came to be. I'm guessing, and this is just my guess, is one of the brothers was in the orphanage, talked about in Sculpture of Angel. That was a very, very, hey man, thanks for coming, dude. Thanks for coming. Really appreciate you for being here. Hope to check out your covers in the future. Yeah, the Statue of Angels. The Sculpture of Angel. And it's a different name in English. Let me look. The Angel Statue. That one was about a orphan, where the father decided to put him in an orphanage because he didn't want to know who he was. I think that person in the orphanage was Laurent himself, the good side Laurent, obviously, the light side. That's my implication. That's how I feel about it. If you guys have any differences or want to say it in the comments, please let me know. My rating, overall, I enjoyed this. I did. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a 7.9 out of 10. I would love to listen to this more. I didn't really get a full gist of this album, so I'm feeling kind of lost, if you could say. Very lost approach on this band and this album. Once again, I would love to check out some live features of this album. That would kind of help me understand the story a little bit better. But overall, the production, the composition, the voices, dude, the vocalist, dude, every single instrument, it sounds amazing. It really does. And I can't throw that by the wayside. This definitely gets a 7.9 out of 10. It's just above a 7.5. But I need to listen to it a few more times to get a full spectrum of what this band and this story is about. Thank you guys for watching. The next album review will be Devin Townsend Project, Ghost. And I will see you guys next weekend. Peace.